Hey, it's Walt from Big Guys Can. Today we're going to talk about rope safety and safety with your tether systems when you're saddle hunting or hunting out of a tree stand. Let's get started. So let's just start off by saying that I am not a trained professional. I am just a guy that enjoys being out in the woods, and I enjoy saddle hunting, but I cannot compete with science. I understand the sciences a little bit, not as much as I should probably, but I know for a fact that introducing slack into a system can kill you. And what I mean by that is rope safety is very, very important for everybody, but especially for big guys, because when you're talking about heavier weight people, it puts a lot of stress on the equipment. So when I'm climbing a tree, I use a tether system. A lot of guys use lineman belts when they're climbing their sticks, and I have done that, but it worries me because if you fall, the lineman belt's gonna kind of help you from falling the whole way to the ground, but you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna feel it because you basically a lineman belt you basically wrap around a tree like this, and when you're going up a tree, and if you would fall, you're coming right into the tree with your body. You're going to swing down and smash your face off the tree or smash your body off the tree. So I prefer climbing with tethers. So this is basically represents my tether. Now my tether, I have a Canyon Elite rope. It's a 9mm climbing rope rated at 6,000 pounds, and I use a Quick Link for my tether. So I'll put my tether up in a tree before I start climbing, and as far as up as I can go, I have a stick that I put it up there with, and then I start climbing a tree. Now, the last thing that I want to do with this system, and this pertains to, is if you're hanging out of a tree stand or saddle hunting, that you do not want to introduce slack into your system. What I mean by that is, as I'm climbing up a tree, if I'm climbing up to my tether, I never want that rope to go slack. And if I'm hanging out of a tree, I'd have it tethered to my back. I'm on a tree stand, you put your tether up in a tree. You don't want slack in that system. So you want to have pressure on it at all times. Because what happens if you get above your tether, so if you're climbing and you're not taking the slack out of your system, you're introducing slack into that line. And when you fall, it's creating a fall factor 2. So let's say I'm 305 pounds and I climb above my tether, and say this tether is 5 feet, and I fall that 5 feet. I'm a 6-foot guy, say I fall 5 feet. I'm putting about 3,000 pounds of force on my equipment and on me. So that fall is going to hurt. You're going to feel it. I mean, you're going to feel it in your back. I mean, you can literally break your back if you fall too far on a fall factor 2. It'll snap you right in half. But also, it'll also the stress of your equipment. So like I said, I'm a 305-pound man. If I would just climb 6 feet, it doesn't seem like it's that far. If I'm above my tether, when I fall, that fall is real short. I mean, it's a short fall, but I'm introducing all that pressure on it with a short line, and it becomes a fall factor 2 really quick. So what you want to do is, so I tether into my tree like this, and like I said, I have a Canyon Elite rope. It's a 9mm rope rated at 6,000 pounds. Well, I put that up on the tree, and as I'm climbing, I'm pulling that slack out of the system, so I'm always tight. So if I would fall, I would just swing right into the tree. I don't have a fall factor involved in it. So if I slip and fall, I would just fall right into the tree. I just swing and hang there, no harm, no foul. I just start climbing again. So what I would do is I would climb up my tether. Now, if I can't get up high enough to where I want to go, I don't release this tether. I would just stay on this tether, and I would introduce a second tether and put it above me. And then once that tether was attached to the tree, I'm going to preload the second tether to take the weight off of this tether before I disconnect from this one. I want my second tether loaded with weight and the slack out of that system, so there's no fall factor at all. So that's just a simple things. Like I said, I am not a trained professional on this, but you can't deny science. Fall factors, like I said, even a short fall with slack in the system can be very, very dangerous on your body, on your equipment. So just be safe out there, and please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.